Welcome to the 5-Minute English Vocabulary Podcast. My name is Herbert Lee, and I'll be your host. Now you can easily improve your vocabulary without memorizing long lists of boring words, and still develop a powerful command of English. You'll learn the origin of words, or etymology, told as easy-to-remember stories. You'll also hear some jokes, and learn some idioms as well. Happy New Year! Welcome to a new season of the 5-Minute English Vocabulary Podcast. This is episode 1 of season 2, Words of the Year 2022, part 2. Today we'll look at some words from Merriam Webster and Cambridge dictionaries. Merriam Webster dictionaries chose gaslighting as their word of the year. Gaslighting is a colloquialism usually defined as manipulating someone so as to make them question their own reality. The term may also be used to describe a person, known as a gaslighter, who presents a false narrative to another group or person, thereby leading them to doubt their perceptions and become misled, disoriented, or distressed. Often this is for the gaslighter's own benefit. Normally this dynamic is possible only when the audience is vulnerable, such as in unequal power relationships, or fearful of their losses associated with challenging the false narrative. The term gaslighting derives from the title of the 1944 American film Gaslight, in which a husband uses deception to convince his wife that she is mentally unwell, so he can steal from her. The title refers to the gaslight illumination of the house, which seems to waver whenever the husband leaves his wife alone at home. The term gaslighting itself is not in the screenplay or mentioned in the movie. The 1944 film is a remake of the 1940 British film of the same name, which in turn is based on the 1938 thriller play set in the Victorian era called Gaslight. Gaslighting was largely an obscure and uncommon term until the mid-2010s, when it broadly seeped into the English language. According to the American Psychological Association, it once referred to manipulation so extreme as to induce mental illness or to justify commitment of the gaslighted person to a psychiatric institution. The term is now defined in Merriam Webster as psychological manipulation to make someone question their own perception of reality. Oxford University Press named gaslighting as a runner-up in their list of the most popular new words in 2018. The Cambridge Dictionary has revealed its word of the year for 2022 as Homer. Editors have credited disgruntled Wordle players whose winning streak was ended by the unfamiliar American English term. Homer, an informal American English word for a home run in baseball, was searched for nearly 75,000 times on the Cambridge Dictionary website during the first week of May, when it was an answer in the online 5-letter word puzzle. It became the dictionary's highest spiking word of the year, and editors said 5-letter Wordle answers dominated searches this year as the game became a global phenomenon. Additions to the Cambridge Dictionary this year included shrinkflation, defined as the situation when the price of a product stays the same, but its size gets smaller. So those are some words from Merriam Webster and Cambridge dictionaries. Now my daughter Lisa will join me for some word jokes. Googled how to start a wildfire.
I got 48,500 matches.
What's the difference between a cat and a complex sentence?
A cat has claws at the end of its paws. A complex sentence has a pause at the end of its claws.
Why did the scarecrow keep getting promoted?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
How can you get 4 suits for $1?
Buy a deck of cards.
I was hoping to steal some leftovers from the party.
But my plans were foiled.
Jokes about teachers on summer break are not funny.
They're just not working.
What do you call someone wearing a belt with a watch attached to it?
A waste of time.
I call toilets the gym instead of the John.
So I can tell people I visit the gym several times a day.
What's the difference between a teacher and a train?
One says, spit out your gum, and the other says, chew, chew, chew.
Money doesn't grow on trees, right?
So why does every bank have so many branches?
So this wraps up part 2 of Words of the Year 2022. Our next episode will be Words of the Year 2022 part 3. So pay attention for that. Until then, it's Herbert Lee saying bye for now.